Hello, this is Dustin DaHusky, and I'm going to do something I have not done yet. A recap. Well, more like a revisit. My very first pandemic talk video, Cons and Meats. As you know, I don't like to get political about anything specific. It's just not how I want to roll with this channel. But, as we all know, this is November 8th, 2020. So this is Sunday. Saturday, November 7th, we have a new president. Whether if that is something that you agree or disagree, I'm not going to really discuss it, because that's not what I am going to really, the politics aside, specifically, not even going to talk about. No. However, there is something I would like to mention as a possibility to my last video about how things may not be for a long while. There's a possibility. So remember when I mentioned that, of course, the rest of the year, nothing's going to happen. And I'm going to say probably all of 2021 won't happen. And even potentially a little bit of 2022, there may be a transition period. However, now that we have a new president in the White House, there might be an entirely new approach to this pandemic. There may be a more aggressive forms of how to deal with this pandemic than the previous president. So what does that mean? What does this mean for furries? It's possible that with new guidelines, new expectations, and hopefully more common sense, that we may even shave 6 months, maybe perhaps a year off this pandemic. It's hard enough to tell. We don't know. But it is incredibly possible we'll have, which I would hope, we'll have a president that will take this pandemic seriously, will hopefully find ways to normalize what is going on, not normalize in a permanent sense that we are going to be in this pandemic forever. People have talked about how fur cons are going to be a thing of the past, fur meets are going to be a thing of the past. I don't think so. They're going to be a thing when all this is done. You have to remember, Black Plague happened a while, naturally, and eventually we just kept pushing through it. You've got polio, you've got smallpox, you've got Spanish influenza, blue fever, the mumps, all this other thing, all of these viruses come and they go. They're not forever. I like to at least believe that, yeah, pandemic, this will be our new norm, but it won't be forever. It will be temporary, but it will feel like forever, but it's not going to be what people think that, it's going to be gone, it'll be gone before we knew it. It's not the case. So, initially people thought cons are never coming back. Well, that's not true. We don't know. However, what we also don't know is if this is going to last forever. And I have a feeling, with modern science and medicine, vaccines. That's highly unlikely. So, what could that mean? Well, we are still looking at the beginning of 2021 being bust. And it's possible that all of 2021 will still be a bust, because even if we figure out what to do, it's still going to take time to implement some things quickly. There's going to be a break-in period of people getting used to a new reality. But you also have people, the other half of this country, who may be a stick in the sand, may go against the grain. We're probably going to swim upstream, if they're fish. There's going to be some people who are going to make this difficult for us. So I'm going to still say at least, 2021, probably going to be a dead year anyway. But it is incredibly possible that it could be as early as the early months of 2022 that things could perhaps normalize. Because this all began in January of 2020. We're reaching the end of the year. And let's say even by January of 2022, we finally get this thing under control, that'd be full 2 years. And it is possible that things will probably not ramp up, but will gradually snowball the momentum to get cons back up in order, get reservations made, get situated with charities, and planning. I would say fur meets are probably going to be the most fastest means of getting any furry event going, because they don't require much. Really, they're pretty easy. Even some well-organized, well-oiled machines don't take that long to get up and going. Let's be real. Or for those that don't know, I know enough of the beast to know a thing or two. They can get up and running within a few months to a couple months. Well, several months. If there's back order from what's all going on, people are going to splurge in social activity. So, I thought I'd do a revisit of the subject. I guess it's possible the same amount of time is still going to take, but who knows? If someone's going to take this seriously, we may be seeing fur meets coming back a lot more faster than fur cons, because fur cons might take a while, but after a full year after this pandemic is done, we should be fine. When that might be, I don't know, but 2022 still seems like a better year than any. So, I say, be patient, and we'll just take things as they go. So, thanks for listening. Well, hopefully, if we end up talking about this more in the future, see where things go, we'll talk then. But right now, with new president in the White House for next January, or this upcoming January, we'll see how much better things get. Because it could get better. It could be a lot better. We'll just have to see how things go. So, in this case, have a good evening. Or a good day. I guess it really depends on when you see this video. And we'll catch you next time. Take care.